Welcome back to the Voice of Metal, where it's some sort of practice mode or something like that. It kind of got me confused on my normal routine and setup. So hopefully you guys are doing well out there. Unlike myself, when I was having some difficulties, it's a little technical difficulties, but that's fine. Welcome to the Voice of Metal again. Your gateway to discovering new bands. Today we are submerging into a max fuzz isolation, obtained frequency warfare with low end riff and density that shifts the Titanic plates. Sorry. Every week we count down 20 tracks across the metal world. If you've been hunting for a crushing post metal, suffocating sludge and slow burn devastation, you're in your home. We don't do clickbait, we're only pure metal. With this 20 tracks of pure low end mud, sustained low tones, lone tone walls, and underground destruction designed to destroy your speakers. There you go. Sorry, I had it kind of written out what I wanted to say, kinda, but yeah, it's kind of one of those things. But anyway, so I'm trying to remember if there's any new concert tour dates up. I don't think there is. Oh, I forgot. Lords of Acid is going to be doing a retour. So if you did miss them the first time, check it out. It was a great show. It was awesome. Everybody was awesome. It was a little different for me, but Tony and the Kiki, definitely really cool. And I appreciate what I'm assuming she did. I think I don't know. I don't know what her pronouns are, his pronouns are. So anyway, yeah, it's one of those. It was really cool, and she covered for Carla when she was having a hard time breathing because of the altitude difference. It's not the easiest thing for most singers here in Colorado to do. I because even was his name Corey Taylor was saying there's no joke here, when that comes, singing and stuff because the altitude changed. Some singers have a really hard time with it, and other ones, seem to do pretty good unless, they're just not letting people know because some of them do. It's kind of interesting. Anyway, we're going to start off with our sludge music and fuzz music here with number 20 is Living Spire, Slow Walker, made in 2024. The track breakdown explores the themes of monumental existential dread and mental confinement through carnivorous and suffocating post-sludge rift walls. And just so you know, I think most of these are going to be newer because I'm trying to keep it on the newer side. Oh, this is one that is really cool, and I have heard some of the stuff. I don't know if I've heard this song from them. It's called Keep from Bong Ripper. Bong Ripper. It's 2024, and it's an instrumental journey of pure physical compression, capturing the suffocating weight of being trapped in a encapsulatable cycle. Okay, there you go. Anyway, he does or she does, whoever the Bong Ripper guitarist is. Actually, that's all they do is they play guitar. And I don't think I've ever seen any videos of theirs, so I'm gonna have to see if there is any because I'm kind of curious as to what they look like because they play some really cool guitars. But forewarned, they are very long. I mean, I think one was 50 minutes long of nothing but continuous playing guitar. So I don't know if they played a certain part and they kind of blended it together or not. I'd hate to see them play live 50 minutes with the one song. I mean, they got some good songs, but wow, that's a long time. Some of them are quite that long. 18 is The Eternal Siphon, is Bismuth. It's Muth. 2022 track breakdown focuses on relentless exhausting of energy resources, translating to extreme amplifier saturation and sustained frequency and decay. Number 17 is Chasm is Resin, 2023. A track breakdown delves into atmospheric isolation of psychological void gazing through dense hypnotic fuzz structures and synth-driven space. Number 16 is the subterranean. Wait a minute. Arthen ring. It's ARR. No, AARTHEN ring from Cough. That's an interesting name for a band. 2026 is a track breakdown, a bleak depiction of addiction, uh, nihilism, and misery of conveying through positive feedback loops and slow burning sludge. There you go. Subterranean Trader is from Hell 2027. Is track breakdown examines internal betrayal and self loathing buried beneath pitch black low end frequencies and subterranean distortions. 14 is Immediate Res, I think is how you say it. It's INMEDIASRES, and it's UN 2018 deals with grief, loss, and sudden disruption of life, using funeral tier post doom to construct a massive, sorrowful soundscape. That's kind of interesting sound. That might be actually pretty cool. Um, Number 13 is Cage Rage from Primitive Man, which I think I've heard some of their stuff before. It's 2023. Unloads raw, unadulterated hostility uh, against the modern societal pressures of humanity, filth, and using harsh sub-bass rumbles and abrasive noise. Rape is from Indian 2024 or 2014 is a brutal exploration of mental violation of self, uh, construction engineering with pierced amp feedback and relentless low end violence. Interesting. The Flesh Market, Body Void is 2023. Confronts a bodily autonomy modification and systematic violence over punishing industrial sludge frequencies. It's getting a little warm. Starless is Juniper. It's 2020. And that's number 10. It's a plant. Oh, sorry. Paints a cosmic apocalypse vision of an empty universe stripped of light background, backed by murky and orchestral sludge riffing. There you go. That sounds kind of like it'd be kind of cool. The Starless Jupiterine, I think is how you say it. Number 9 is the original faces YOB. Explores oh, that's kind of cool. Zen philosophy, self-realization, and transcends concessions through organic, soul-shaking, tube-amped saturation. Interesting. Now this one I have no idea. Carnation to Suicide, CAIR, and I think I probably said that wrong. Mesmore is the name of the group. It's MIZMOR, just in case I said it wrong. 2019 is a solitary, deeply personal examination of the spiritual crisis and mental anguish built on towering black doom fuzzy structures. There you go. Boiled Angel, dragged into sunlight. That's an intro. That is definitely cool. Dragged into sunlight, like they're like a vampire or something. 2009 is the year. Focuses on human depravity, and violent obsessions through impenetrable walls of death, sludge noise. There you go. Number 6 is Die in Torment is Monarch. 2017 is the slow immersion of into endurance. Sorry, physical suffering, delivered via high gain drone feedback, extreme low frequencies. I gotta slow it down a little bit, I guess. Um, mm. And umbilical, number 5 is Throw, is THOU. Just make sure you know how to spell it. 2024, if you're looking for it. Rage against industrial control, hypocrisy, and emotional tethering with blistering vocals and raw gain. Levitor from Conan. I know I've talked about Conan before, I'm sure before. on another list. So which I don't know if that's the same song that we covered before, but who knows? 2012 is a fantasy driven narrative of primal warfare, an unstoppable force driven by down tuned cave style fuzz. There you go. Now, this is one that I wanted to see, but I didn't get to see because they had snow and with Sepultura, and they were going to open for Sepultura, and they kind of skipped out on it because they didn't want to be a part of the whole, the snow and sliding. And I guess the driver just didn't want to go, and they probably said, "Nope, we're not going to risk it. We're just going to go around Denver." It's like that sucks. But this is the one I still want to see. Is "Build to a Wall" is the song, and it's from Crowbar 2002. So I think personally they owe us two concerts, two, one from the last one and this one. Well, at least the people that paid for it the last time. I'll tell them that too. You guys owe us one for Denver because we wanted to see you guys. It'd be awesome to see Crowbar play. Captures emotional defense mechanism, isolation, and stubborn preservation through thick, heavy NOLA sluggish riffs. And just I'm not blaming them for anything because it's not their fault. The weather happened, but you know, it'd be kind of cool if they would have made it up to people who had tickets. I think, but that's me. They were opening for Sepultura, so that's a little different. But I still want to see them. Number two is Burning High from High on Fire, which I know I've covered some of their stuff on here. 2024 channels of mythological destruction and apocalyptic energy. I obtain cranked amplifier power sludge. There you go. Funeral Palooza, I think is how you say it. It's like funeral and palooza at the end. Electric Wizard. Oh, I've heard Electric Wizard. That's the one that my friend coworker Mike told me about. So if you've never heard of Electric Wizard, they're really good. I'm pretty sure that's the band that he was telling me about. They were really awesome. Or see, there's another band. It was Dr. Nez. Actually, that reminds me, I still haven't talked to him. I gotta talk to Dr. Nez. So they're a local band, and some of Light. I forgot the name. I'll have to check it out. This was in 2000. Track breakdown is a defective anti-human cosmic hatred through ultimate wall of fuzz and distortion. And the reason why they're interesting is because they sound like a traditional metal band. There's some stuff that's a little bit different. I will say that much, and it's really cool the way they blend it and mix it together. I think it makes a huge impact on a song when there's something a little different, something that's a little more unique to the band. It's kind of like Meshuggah. They have a thing where they do certain things with the guitar with a certain thing. But there is one thing I will say to Meshuggah, it's just kind of like Korn. There's certain the bass player kind of seems like they play almost the same way with their bass all the time. So don't do that. Change it up, make it a little different. I know a lot of people hate when bands do that, but I think if they don't explore other avenues with their music, I think they're going to be stale in the water, and you're not going to have any interesting new evolutions of their music. And if it wasn't for certain bands like Pantera doing what they did from what they probably started off doing, because I think they kind of evolved into from a hair band to a thrash band. I think this thrash, maybe, I don't know, or whatever, new metal type sound. And then there's other bands that kind of progress off of that. So they're basically splitting off the death metal and black metal, white metal, Flanders metal, apparently. And I think there was one that's a pirate metal and Viking metal. So, without those people exploring those other avenues, they got the core basic kind of things and they kind of tweak it a little bit to where everything kind of like red dirt metal from Texas Hillbilly Coalition. That's another example. It's one of those things. But anyway, so that's why I say don't get too caught up in the way you do your songs, because no matter what the fans say, it's like, what's his name from Lamb of God? He says, I'm not doing this to make somebody happy. I'm doing it because of what I enjoy. So if I enjoy it and I love it, guess what? I know my fans will as well. So no matter what they think, if they don't like it, they can hit the road, so to speak. So there you go. Because if it's not heavy enough for them, oh well. But anyway, that's what his words, not mine. Or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but you know what I mean. The tour dates, High on Fire is going to be, tour name is Cometh the North American Tour. They're going to be in Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Denver, Chicago, and New York, and I'm sure there's going to be other cities as well. So check Bands in Town for the listings for your favorite shows, because that is the place definitely to go for those things. They'll bring you to Ticketmaster and all those to kind of get you an idea what's playing, and then you can go from there, because you can do like subject, like if it's metal, jazz, or whatever topic or a specific band, and then you can go from there to where. Plus, if you know what's playing, you might be able to get tickets from like different places like SeatGeek and TickPix and all that stuff. So it's good to kind of get an idea. Plus, it even reminds you when they're coming in town too, which is nice. You can set up on the calendar. You can also, I think, you can even get a hotel or Uber. I think, I'm not sure. Yeah, something like that. Oh, yeah, hotels in the area. So if you don't want to, if you're gonna travel out of town, there you go. You click it, boom. Of course, it might be a little more expensive. And there is one tip before I go any further with the tour dates is one thing I have discovered, and this is something that don't tell nobody else. I think certain parking apps in a bigger city don't do the venue. Do something close to the venue, like a bar or something else, and see what the ticket prices for the parking are. Um, and probably in advance would be best if you're planning on going to the show. It'd probably be easier. One thing I have discovered, I think they charge you two different prices because I was planning on going to the show, which I didn't go. I was going to go like, what was it? I forgot now. Ginger is one, and I hate breed. God dang. Anyway, the parking was outrageous, so I said no, I can't do that. I can do the tickets for the show, but I don't want to spend that kind of money on the parking and then spend over $100. So I'm not messing with that because by the time you get parking, that's really expensive. Unless I can find a parking spot nearby. I probably could have if I really tried. Through is the next one on the list is Umbilical U.S. Devastation Tour, New Orleans, Austin, Phoenix, Los Angeles, Oakland, Salt Lake City, and Chicago. And like I said, check your local listings to make sure. In autumn of 2026, I'm assuming that's later this year. Supporting acts is Void, Body Void, Primitive Man, and Umbilical is the promoted album. Umbilical, I think is how you say it. Umbilical. Conan is coming. Heavy Doom over North America is Philly, Brooklyn, Montreal, Toronto, Cleveland, Chicago. In the fall 2026, Slow Walker is supporting act. Evidence of Immortality. Resin, Rezn, I think that's how you say their name, is a Burn North American Circuit. I guess that's what they called it. Chicago, Minneapolis, Denver, Salt Lake City, Utah. No, sorry, Seattle, Portland. Sorry, fall 2026. And is the acts that are supporting them. So that's one of the other ones on the list. Burden is your promoted album. Bong Ripper. Ooh, there you go. I would love to see them as long as it's not super long on one of the songs. As long as they play the smaller songs. That would be interesting to see. Because some of them were like 15, 20 minutes. So they probably play like maybe 5 songs and that would be their whole freaking set for the night. Empty Live Rituals is the name of the tour. Chicago, Indianapolis, Pittsburgh, Brooklyn, and Boston. Winter 2026. I'm gonna have to check this out and see if they're in Denver because I would love to see them. Supporting acts, Regional Underground Support. Empty is the promoted album. I don't know if I've heard that one or not. To be honest, I've heard some of the other stuff. So anyway, there you go. And I'm sorry I was on later than usual. Usually I do 11:30, and it looks like nobody showed up, unfortunately, because I wasn't on here at my normal time. But I did make it on, so you can still watch the episode. I think I need to start doing a pre-recorded episode beforehand, so if I can't make it, I have at least something for you guys, so you can at least watch it at 11:30. It won't be live, unfortunately. I never plan ahead enough. I usually do a couple days in advance, and I just don't have, I get busy doing stuff, and then I forget, and then I go, oh crap, I got to get the thing. I get all set up, ready to go on my screen and everything, so I can read it to you guys what I have. Which I usually do. I have some help, but then I kind of edit it some, so it's not exactly what it says. I put my own input into it. So who knows? There you go. I got my Q&A question and answer stickers. Anyway, there you go. It's kind of weird. I hate that because I think that somebody's trying to send me a message half the time. So thanks for watching. Take care. Don't forget to headbang, like, and subscribe to the channel. And without, like I said before, and I'll say it again, without you guys and new bands, that reminds me, don't forget, these are small bands. If you are in a band that you would like to get interviewed on here, I would love to have you on here. Please let me know. Email me, send me a message on the maybe one of the videos. That would probably be I try to look at those. Sometimes I tend to forget. I get busy doing stuff. So if not, there is an email, which I need to check periodically, which I haven't done. I've been a little laxed on that. So you guys might be sending me stuff and I just don't know it yet. So I'll have to do that. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good night. And I'll see you next Friday. If my son, hopefully, I don't know. I started this kind of because he wasn't around, partially. Partially, I wanted to do it anyway, but the time was because of that. So yeah, and he's been around because his friend has been out of town, so he's been hanging out with us, which is cool. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Take care. You guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you next Friday. And don't forget to headbang, like, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next week. And take care.